Hello there. I'm a twin flame, and I have been thinking for a while that I want to do readings for the Twin Flame Collective. I don't feel that there are enough readers out there that are actually on the Twin Flame journey. There are lots of wonderful readers who are out there who are on a spiritual journey and also even in union with their soulmate, but not as many. I can think of New World All Stars. He does some of his readings. He's in union. I can't think of very many people, and I think that one of the challenges of doing this is that you are not supposed to. I caution people who are on the Twin Flame journey to talk publicly or to share information about their journey, not just because it should be kept private for the most part, but because it can create a dynamic for you where you are putting too much energy and focus and attention into the other person. So I guess I'm gonna try to work out a way where perhaps another way of doing a reading where we focus more on you and your journey while also giving you information about your higher self, the higher self that you share, instead of, the other person, the other 3D individual. All right, so here we go. I'm just gonna say something. All right, Spirit, what do we have today? What is it that you would like to tell me for the collective? Please deliver a message of the highest and greatest good. I don't have a little spiel, but I say a little kind of silent ask that's before reading. So here we go. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. I am not positioned very well against this table, but this is interesting. Are they really okay? I think these are just going to be like quick check-ins because I don't want to inspire any sort of obsession. Let's see. Can you clarify if this is for the divine feminine or the divine masculine? Yeah, I got the Hermit. Clearly there's a Tower. I think there's a lot of chaos going on. And your best bet is to just lay low. There's some sort of decision that needs to be made. And then there's a Tower. And then there's some sort of something the devil wants to get involved. And then there's some sort of movement. And I think for those of you who are reading this, which is probably divine feminine, your best bet is to just lay low and focus on yourself. Part of what ends up happening with these readings when I try to do a twin flame reading, which is interesting, is it starts to tell me, it starts to tell me that I have that there's choices. The last time I did a twin flame reading, I got this card. When I was asking, what direction should I go with these readings? Should I go personal? Should I go collective? Should I go... I might have even got the Hermit as well, because it's the readings always seem to be struggling with how much do you share. I think that is a major issue with some of the readings that get done. Like, I think that's a major issue with some of the advice that is shared by twin flames is like, how do you balance giving advice to people without inserting the wrong energy into it yourself? I've seen people who are not in union. We can talk about that. I've seen people who are not in union who are like seemingly stuck. Like this stuff, you can get stuck in this stuff if you're not careful. You can prevent yourself from getting to union if you focus too much outward. I've seen people who do readings who are not in union, and I'm just like, aren't you hurting yourself by doing this? So like, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out how I can do readings for people. Because obviously, that seems to be the topic. All right. Safe to say, focus inward. Let all that crazy stuff go on over there. Focus on yourself. All right. I should have said this before, but see, I'm having a really hard time knowing what I should be saying out loud, what I should be saying publicly. And in the past, when I've tried to do a twin flame reading, I have been, what I thought, been told to be more general, don't be specific, don't make it about yourself. But now I'm seeing, I was given the intuition to do a reading today, and now I'm being given the same, seemingly the same messaging that I did last time. So I'm still trying to work through it. There's like a whole other layer aside from this reading. There's a whole other layer that I haven't encountered. So yeah, I mean, I didn't say it before, but the devil coming after the tower is not such a good thing. And it does, it could be, you know, somebody has a tower moment and they retreat a bit into their addictions, their bad habits, and then they have kind of a gradual emergence. So the tower is not going to, Divine Masculine's tower, it's not going to immediately lead to clarity. So again, that's why I'm saying, just like stay in hermit mode, stay away from it. I can do one more I'll do one more card. Is there anything else you would like to tell us that could help the collective? Whoop. Yep. Mm. That's reinforcing. Yep. Yeah, while it does reinforce the Hermit and focusing on yourself, there is a reminder to not let this stuff going on with the Divine Masculine influence how you perceive the world, and to not like close yourself off entirely, be and like go totally into hermit mode. Although that is perfectly acceptable, just and also like if you start to close yourself off, that's not gonna be good for this. That's not gonna help Divine Masculine. So like if you really, really want Divine Masculine to emerge from this better instead of stuck in their addictions, it's important for you to be open, to stay open, to not shut the world out. All right. Maybe there's another card. Is there anything else you want to say? Is there anything else you'd like to say? I don't know. Yep, exactly. Yep. I think we're getting okay. Remain the Fool. Don't close yourself off. Voila. Okay. Talk to you soon. We're all done for now. Bye.